Hello, so in this video we will study one more example of electrolysis, which is electrolysis of molten sodium chloride salt. So to compare this setup and with a galvanic cell, so here is this comparison. You can see that in voltaic cell or galvanic cell, which is based on the spontaneous redox reaction, and usually anode is negative sign and electron flow from anode to cathode, and cathode have positive sign, and you can measure the voltmeter. So basically here chemical reaction is occurring to move the electron flow, but in case of electrolytic cell we may drive a non-spontaneous reaction by applying an external source of electrical energy or potential and passing current through the cell, and the reaction is called electrolysis. For an example, electrolysis of molten salt. So here we have sodium chloride which is molten, and the melting point of the pure sodium chloride is around 800 degrees Celsius, 801 degrees Celsius, which is very high. And if we apply electrical current during on the molten sodium chloride using inert electrodes, platinum electrodes, so they are not taking part in the reaction. So basically what we are applying here, you can see voltage is applied. So anode become positive and cathode become negative. And what happened basically in this case, usually sodium ion get the electron from the cathode and they reduced into sodium metal or molten sodium metal, which is in the liquid form. So here is example reduction reaction. This is the reduction reaction, right? Reduction half reaction. And chloride ion loses the electron, so oxidation happen at the anode and they produce chlorine gas. So chlorine gas, so by applying electrolysis process on the molten salt, we can generate chlorine gas and we can get sodium solid, sodium metal. Basically sodium metal is a liquid, it's not a at this temperature it will be liquid form, that is why it says L for here. And even if it is pure sodium is a soft metal, right? So let's see this reaction a little bit in more detail. So what happened here, if we basically we are forcing opposite reaction of this one, this net reaction is sodium 2 sodium chloride dissociate into 2 sodium metal and chlorine gas generate, and this reaction is a reverse of the spontaneous reaction, which is 2 sodium plus chlorine gas. If we mix together in some special reaction condition, we can generate 2 sodium chloride molecule. But if we are using inert metal electrodes like platinum, one will be anode, one will be cathode, and by applying voltage, so here you can see electrons are flowing from anode to cathode, and but their sign has changed, cathode become negative sign and anode become positive sign. So what happened here, that cathode and anode also now have the opposite charges when compared to the voltaic cell, and oxidation occur, oxidation of chloride ion occur on the anode electrode, and reduction of sodium ion into sodium metal occur at the cathode. So this is the process which require high temperature and electric current to generate chlorine gas and sodium metal. Now let's talk about if we try to go dissolve sodium chloride in the water, then what will happen? Can we generate the same reaction product or not? So, to understand that, we have to figure it out what is the reduction potential for each half reaction. So, here you can see an anode. Basically, I need to oxidize chlorine chloride ion rather than reduction, and at the cathode we need to reduce sodium ion, right. So, but reduction potential of the chloride ion is plus 1.359 volt, and reduction potential of water to oxygen or hydroxyl ion to oxygen gas is plus 1.23. So, if we are comparing these two numbers, so here you can see reduction potential, since reduction potential of hydroxyl ion of water is less positive than chlorine. So, here oxidation potential, reduction potential of the water, OH of the water, is less positive than the chloride ion. Therefore, oxidation of water is preferred at anode to produce oxygen gas, but it will generate some chlorine gas, but not all. So, rather than reduction of the chlorine, there will be oxidation of water at the anode if we dissolve sodium chloride in the water. And on the other hand, if we compare the reduction potential of sodium ion and reduction potential of water into hydrogen gas, so here you can see reduction potential of the sodium ion is minus 2.71 volt and water reduction potential is minus 0.83 volt. So, what is the result here? Result is this one, that reduction potential of hydrogen ion in the water is less negative than sodium. This is less negative than sodium, right. So, this is a bigger value than this one. Therefore, reduction of water is preferred on the cathode to generate hydrogen gas rather than sodium, right. So, if we will dissolve sodium chloride in the water, basically we will not get the pure chlorine gas and sodium metal. What we will get? Basically water will oxidize and reduce on the electrodes, and we will get only oxygen and hydrogen gas. Therefore, the electrolysis of sodium chloride is possible only in the molten stage and in the pure stage, pure without any water. So, you can also compare, once we can compare with this question, that electrolysis in the water, if sodium chloride were dissolved in the water, you can see what is the E reduction potential series if for possible reduction reactions. What is the most favorable electrolysis reaction occur? So, as we know that more positive value or bigger value will be reduction will be happen. So, if we will do in the electrolysis of sodium chloride in the water, basically chlorine gas will reduce to chloride ion, and sodium reduction potential is the lowest one, this is the smallest one. So, that is why oxidation is preferred on the this one. Therefore, neither you will get sodium metal. So, basically oxidation will happen, it means sodium metal will ionize into sodium ion rather than we will get the sodium metal. So, opposite reaction will happen. Therefore, only water will oxidize and reduce in the electrolysis of sodium chloride, aqueous sodium chloride solution rather than chlorine gas or sodium metal generation. Therefore, if we have to generate chlorine gas and sodium metal from the sodium chloride, we have to do only in the molten stage and pure molten stage of the sodium chloride without water.